Barry, game against Dewsbury, very similar to the Batley game except the result, and all I can say is wow, that was a good victory.
Yeah, I'm really pleased for everybody connected with the club, particularly for the players. Similar conditions to the first two games against Featherstone and Batley, but you know, we've probably learnt a couple of lessons from the first two rounds, and we found a way to win today, so yeah, delighted.
I think the other pleasing thing must be defence, because it's only 6 points at home, and in the last two matches the second half has been the bogey half, if you want, and you've let points in those halves, but today it went well for you.
Yep, I think you know, in the first two games we've probably found a way to lose the game. Lacked a little bit of concentration, lacked some ball control, and ultimately dropped off some tackles and conceded a couple of tries to lose out in the first two rounds. But today there were some errors in there. There's bound to be in these conditions, but I think our intent to what we wanted to do defensively, I think on a number of occasions we've defended not just back-to-back sets, but 3 or 4 sets on our own line there, and you know, that gives you a good indication that you've got some intent about winning the game.
You've also had some disruption in the side, with Andy Kane being sick and saying that he couldn't play this today, last night. But you've also brought in some players from Leeds on dual reg, and so that it must be pleasing that you've had a pattern that you've been able to, certainly in defence, maintain only 6 points being scored against you.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, Andy Kane was ill today, which obviously, you know, was a blow. He's our club captain, so obviously a major blow when you lose your captain on the morning of the game through to sickness. But yeah, we decided to bring Yatesy in and Jimmy Kynhorst and Josh Walters in today. But Jimmy Kay and Andy are no strangers to the squad or our systems here at Hunslet, and they slotted in perfectly well. Josh Walters, obviously, you know, it's his debut for the club, but you know, you see today what a player he is. His energy levels, his fitness levels, his work ethic's absolutely outstanding, and it's not that they've been thrown into the deep end. They've trained every session with us this week, so they've done all the work at Leeds. They've trained here Tuesday, Thursday and Friday as well with us, so you know, testament to those guys that they've put the commitment in this week for the cause to get the win today.
Early on you were taking penalties. Was that a game plan with the conditions?
Well, I think we had some momentum there in that first half, and I think, you know, the reason for the penalties was because we were probably, you know, playing a little bit quicker than Dewsbury. We were hitting the floor and playing the ball a little bit faster, and they were trying to cling on, and ultimately we got some penalties. I think if we wouldn't have got those penalties, we might well have scored a couple of tries there, but obviously you get the opportunity to take the 2 points in these conditions, you're going to do so.
You've got Bradford up next week, but the confidence in the camp now that you've got your first victory must be a bonus, really, going into a match like that.
Well, it's obviously a boost, you know, to get that first win on the board, and you don't want to be getting too far into the year without chalking and win up. So we're delighted with that. Players will be bubbling and buzzing when they come in for training on Tuesday, and we can look forward to Bradford. We'll certainly be massive underdogs there, but you know, bigger surprises have happened, and hopefully we can put a game plan together, execute it, and give Bradford a scare.
Well done, and we'll see what happens next week.
Thank you.